What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be going over my recap of the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics, the 8 seed Miami Heat versus the 1 seed Boston Celtics in Game 1 of the NBA series, where the Boston Celtics take a commanding victory over the Miami Heat 114-94. And my overall thoughts to this, basically this game was, while I was watching it, was yeah, the Boston Celtics are definitely going to sweep the Miami Heat if Jimmy Butler does not play. I feel like this is basically David Goliath, except David has no chance against Goliath. The Boston Celtics are easily sweeping the Miami Heat. It's not even a question. Now, before I get into the video and the specifics of how both the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat played, please please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, the Miami Heat basically got outplayed from the start of the start of the tip. When the Boston Celtics were up 12-0, basically every fan that actually, was not a Miami Heat fan knew that it was over. Like, the Boston Celtics were going to command, and they commanded this game. The Miami Heat never led this game. They did cut it down to 3, I think, like 3 or 4 times, but unfortunately the Boston Celtics just kept on having, it was just basically an onslaught, in my opinion. Now, let's just talk about the players individually. Tyler Hero struggled from the field. He went 4 for 13, 3 for 9 from 3. Just not a very good game for Tyler Hero. He had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Not the best game for him. I do expect Tyler Hero to bounce back and play better, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough for the Heat to win this. And again, Miami Heat are in a state right now where they're playing they don't have that much pressure, right? The Boston Celtics have all the pressure in the world because they got this stacked team. They are the favorites to win the championship. Like, them and Denver are the favorites, but in the East, definitely the Boston Celtics are the favorites. And yeah, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they need to win this series. This series especially, and the NBA Finals. And also, the Miami Heat don't have their 2 best scorers. That is Terry Rozier and, of course, Jimmy Butler, who is basically the Boston Celtics stopper. Now, I don't expect Jimmy Butler to come back for the series, unfortunately. He did get injured in the play-in tournament game against the 76ers. Now, I think the Heat, I don't know. Even if Jimmy comes back, I don't even know if they could beat the Celtics. I think the Celtics team is just unstoppable. And I'm going to get to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Browns and everyone else in the Celtics. But yeah, I just don't know if the Miami Heat have a chance against the Boston Celtics. But again, Bam Adebayo played really well, right? He played well, 24 points, 10 for 18 from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throws, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He played solid. Did he play amazing? Like, great? No. But he played good enough for what he had, and he was basically the only player on the team that actually played good. Him and maybe Jaime Jaquez, who has 16 points, 8 for 16 from the field. But if I look at the stats right here, the Miami Heat really struggled from 3 today. I think they really struggled from 3, and I think in Game 2 or Game 3, they're going to start playing well and hitting threes. And then I think the free throwing, I think that was the biggest problem with the Miami Heat is they didn't get any fouls. They didn't get any free throws, and you just cannot win a playoff game when you're only shooting 6 free throws. So yeah, that's a big problem with the Miami Heat. That's the one big thing I think they have to clean up and solve. But we gotta see. We gotta see if the Miami Heat can actually make some adjustments and have enough to even win a game against the Boston Celtics. I think that's their goal now. I think it's to win a game. Obviously, every team wants to win a playoff series, but that's just not feasible right now, in my opinion. Now, we have seen big upsets happen. The Miami Heat were the 8 seed last year. The Celtics were the 2 seed, but there's a big difference. The Miami Heat were actually a better team last year. They did have Jimmy Butler, who is probably the best playoff player we have in this playoffs, and he's just not playing right now because he's injured. Now, real quick, let me get into the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum played really well, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. triple double. Congratulations, Jason Tatum. Shout out to him. He played really well. He did struggle from the three, 1 for 8 from three, but again, he made up for it from his rebounding, his assists, and he was also really good at the line, 8 for 8 from the line. Solid game for Jason Tatum, 7 for 18 from the field. And then shout out to Jaylen Brown for 17 points. Didn't have the best of the best game, but again, played well. His field goal percentage was really good. 50% from the field. 3 for 5 from three. That's solid. 2 for 4 from the free throws. Okay, that's okay. And then he had 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 17 points, plus 17 and his plus minus. Very solid game for Jaylen Brown. Derek White, 20 points. Pretty good. 4 assists, 3 rebounds. He was 4 for 8 from three. And the thing with the Celtics is, yes, they didn't go to the line even that much. I feel like there was not that many free throws in this game. They had 16 free throws. Well, 16 compared to 6 free throws is a lot. And then I think the Celtics shot the three ball 10% more than better than what the Heat did. 22 for 49 is very good. I think they tied their highest in franchise history for most threes made in a single playoff game. So shout out to the Celtics for that. And yeah, Sam Hauser played really well, shooting 4 threes from the bench. And you see the role players in the Celtics playing really well. And that's the thing, like with the Celtics, is that they have so many players in that team that can shoot threes. And if you have a team that can shoot a lot of threes, like the Boston Celtics, yeah, it's really hard to beat them. So yeah, Miami Heat needs to make adjustments, and I just don't know if they can make those adjustments. But again, you can never doubt the mind of Eric Spoelstra. They do play. Game 2 is Game 2 is gonna be played 4/24, which is basically in 3 days. So they have a big rest coming up for the Miami Heat. I think they play on Wednesday, so I do expect them to be more rejuvenated, play better. They did play 2 playing games, so we got to keep that in account. But again, I think the Miami Heat are in a condition right now where they don't have their star players, and it's just really hard to beat the Boston Celtics. So give me the Boston Celtics in 4. At best, I'll give the Heat maybe 1 game, but I think Celtics in 4. You guys comment down below what you guys think is gonna happen in this series. Until next time, peace.